Hey, good morning. Hi, how are you? Okay, so this is something new that I'm trying to do. Ashe, Grand Rising to all that watch and that are ready to come on this journey with me. My name is Letitia. I go by many names. Tutu, Tisha, the Hood Tarot, Brown Sugar Shaman, all those things. Anyway, my archetype is Letitia though, in this human form. So I'm gonna go with that. Right now, I am starting my channel, the Hood Tarot, and I'm also starting my group on Facebook because I really, really want to step up to the power that I've been given and designated by God, the Most High, to uplift my people and bring the light in which there is darkness. So speaking on that, I have a new series that I want to help do some type of healing, inner healing, or help you on your journey of inner healing and spiritual journey, because the spiritual journey never stops even if you don't acknowledge it. You're on a spiritual journey even when you don't realize you're on a spiritual journey, loves. So if you say, I don't believe in that stuff believes in you. And that's the reason why we could go all day with that, because that's conspiracy theories all day long. But there's no conspiracy. There's no such thing as conspiracy, just like there's no such thing as coincidences. Shit is out there for a reason. And me coming to you with this information, I want to start this new thing where I want people to begin to enjoy their lives, because right now we're moving into a whole new shift of consciousness, and I know y'all feel it. So in order for some of us to kind of navigate through these new reigns in this new atmosphere of what's going on, people like myself that are psychics, that are shamans, that are healers, are coming online to their powers and their abilities to help others that may lack in those areas, to kind of give you guidance and words of encouragement, things that you may want to hear out loud about yourself and about your current situation and your family situation and generational things that go on in your family, and how to kind of take hold of that so that you can learn from your past and move on with your life. So now I'm starting my new life series in a three parts. Three picker cards for each, so that's 9 picker cards where you can go and watch these picker cards at any moment in any order really, but I want to start with the mind. So mind, body, spirit, the Holy Trinity, Holy Mother, Holy Father, and the Son. They replaced it with the Holy Spirit, but the Holy Spirit is the Great Mother. It's the Divine Mother. It's the mother before you met your mother. How I met your mother, niggas. You know? When you close your eyes and you see nothing but blackness, that's where you come from. That's where we all come from. That is the all that we all come from. That is the God. That's the one God that everybody speaks of on this earthly plane. But instead, they talk to her husband instead of concerning her, because the God is not male or female, truthfully, but the aspect of the divine and the source in God is feminine. I don't understand why people don't grasp that, because if it wasn't for wombs and mothers and women and womb mans, there will be no humans. So let's respect mothers. Let's respect the divine. Let's respect that feminine aspect of life, because we all hold near and dear to us the feminine and masculine energies, which completely holds us and makes us who we are as a person. So we are the byproduct of masculine and feminine energies. We are the byproduct in the physical and also in the spirit. So when I want to start with the mind is feminine. The mind is the creative womb. And if you're a woman, you own 2 wombs. You have your intuitive womb, and then you have your creative womb. And they're supposed to be aligned. They are. But a lot of times they become out of line because some women are more feminine, so they use their emotions. So they're extremely intuitive to the point to where they can't get nothing done, because they're an open receptor for other things to come and and what's the word? God dog. When you're trying to plant something, you let other people come and plant into your garden, your very nourishing and neutral garden, and they growing their manifestations out of your garden, and you're not seeming to be able to manifest out of that same garden. And it's because your energies are not aligned. Your masculine and your feminine are not aligned. So with that being said, when we want to start with the mind, the maternal feminine aspect of self, we must remember that before we had a physical mom, we had a godly mother. A lot of us like to use the archetype of Mother Mary. So Mary would be an earthly archetype that you can call upon when it comes to not feeling safe with yourself, with your life, with things that you've been through, feeling like you have to be on survival mode, trying to figure out, rambling, what is your next move all the time. You shouldn't be doing that. So when we learn to parent ourselves, or remembering that we are always taken care of, we're always safe because we've lived several lifetimes in which we were safe. The only time we were put in danger is when we put ourselves in those dangers, because a lot of times we got the hint. Because speaking of the mind, when you are growing in vitro, the first thing that grows is your pineal gland. And in that pineal gland, the main DNA that exists there is your mom's, your microbial DNA. We are mainly created out of microbial DNA, even from our fathers. It is his microbial DNA, which is his mom's DNA, that assists with your growth as well. So that's why when people lack mothers, mothering, it affects how they think. It affects how they think about themselves and how they feel like they can trust others. So when I tap into the mind, we're going to go into inner child messages. So things that your inner child may needed to hear from yourself, or what you may need to hear from this inner child to help mother yourself and your past, and things that you may have tied up with inner child issues. Then I'm going to move on to ancestral messages. So the moms or the mothers in your family, how they feel about everything and how you think, and the functioning that goes with your mind and how you think about yourself in life and your situation. And then the following, I want to do a pick a card. Oh, I forgot to mention, I just skipped over all of that. So it's going to be a 3-part series: mind, body, spirit. 3 pick a cards for 3 parts, so 9 pick a cards. So the ones that I was saying over, the mind, the ancestral, the inner child, and then the last but not least is, let me go look real quick. 1 second. Oh, I got the book right here. I didn't have to get up. What did I put? What did I write? Okay. Inner child, ancestral, and what do you need to hear? So, what do you need to hear? And the reason why I named it "What Do You Need to Hear," because the information I'm going to give you is going to be transformative. It's going to kind of set you mentally on a different mindset of how to go about the next steps to take in your life, and how to kind of dig your way out of whatever emotional situation that you're into. Because right now, the angels that support humans, that support the earth, are here to guide and assist us through these next few steps, moving into the Aquarian age and bringing forth unconditional love and happiness. Because Pisces age is over with. There's no more of this wanting to hold on to the past. We have to learn to forgive things that have happened to us. Forgiveness is so key to moving the fuck on. Because I'm telling you, you can say you can forgive something all day, but if your brain allows your mouth to speak the words that sound as if you're not over it, baby, you're not. And there's more to talk about. There's more to figure out. So I hope I can gather forth my tribe and my children that need to be set down and spoken a word to, because I want to bless y'all with some things, because I've been blessed with some information and some things. Because right now, in order for me to manifest in the physical, I have to bring forth the gifts that I've been given in the spirit. And I have to assist y'all. That's my job. That's my duty. That's what God has called me to do. And for a long time, I felt like I didn't have a purpose. I was suicidal. I was. My mind was thrown. Because well, that's story for another day when I want, when I have my testimonial. Because, and also I forgot to mention, with this 3-part series, with this new life series, not only am I going to depict cards to help you guys, but at the end I'm going to give my own self like stories to kind of help y'all relate to me and understand why I'm even able to give you this information. So I'm glad that I've got some of you guys' attention, and I hope that I see y'all in the group, on the channel. Check me out, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later on. Ashe, love and light. Have a good and blessed day. Please stop the negativity.